Hello my dear students, today in this video we are going to learn chapter 12, Keep Our Surroundings Clean. So first of all, let us see what are the learning outcomes. After reading this chapter, you can able to group the waste material for observable features. By observing, you can group them and also suggest ways for maintaining hygiene, reduce, reuse and recycle. Now, first of all, I'll tell you about waste materials. What are waste materials? Waste materials refers to those things which have no use and are not needed anymore. So they are called waste materials, and it could be in any form. It could be in solid form or liquid form. And waste bin, it means where we throw all this wastage. Okay, now we will discuss about wastage in our houses. Okay, so there are actually two kind of wastage. One is called your biodegradable waste and another one is called your non-biodegradable waste. So first of all, I will tell you about biodegradable waste. So you can see in the screen, wastage that rot easily and mix with the soil, so they are called biodegradable waste. We can see some examples like vegetable and fruit peels, leftover food, paper, animal excreta, that means waste discharged from animal's body. Now, non-biodegradable waste, it is opposite to the biodegradable waste. Okay, that means wastage that do not rot easily and do not mix with the soil, they are called non-biodegradable waste. You can see examples like plastic, glass, metals, so they take a very long time to decay. Now you can see, students, one more thing, that we should separate the different type of wastage at our home before the sweeper comes to collect the garbage. Okay, you can see the picture. So there are two dustbins, right? So one is for biodegradable and another one is for non-biodegradable. So whenever we throw the waste, we have to distinguish and we have to throw in the respective dustbins. Now I will tell you about disposal of wastage. That means the rubbish or garbage is from our houses, where it disposed of or like where it is deposited. Okay, so first step is dustbin at home, right? That means we throw garbages in the dustbin, and then garbage collector used to collect the garbage from our home and again then dumps into large garbage bin. Okay, so after that, that garbage used to be taken from that place to collection center in garbage trucks provided by the local civic authority, and then landfill. Okay, so water landfill sites, you can see the picture also, students. So this is a landfill site. So what are landfill? Landfill sites is an open low-lying area where garbage can be dumped. Okay, so in a large quantity. So from every from garbage collection center, they are dumped into landfill sites. Okay, and to prevent the breeding of germs and insects, they pressed down those garbages by bulldozer, and also they use incinerators. Okay, incinerators means it can be burned in huge furnaces, so that is called incinerator. Okay, that means they used to burn all these garbages by using high furnace, so that is called incinerators. And it is very important because garbage breed germs, and if they are not deposited properly, so so many harmful materials or chemicals can be produced, and they can mix with the soil, and they can produce a lot of bad thing, and which is harmful for our health as well. So therefore landfill sites are located far from the residential area. That means they located at outside of the cities or town. Okay, and students, it is very much important to cover it with protective lining, okay, to separate the surrounding air, groundwater and soil from absorbing the harmful substances. Now let's discuss about urban and rural waste. Urban area means that city area, and rural means a village area. Okay, so the wastage produced by the people of this area, they are different. First of all, we will discuss about urban area wastage, and then I'll tell you about rural area wastage. So first of all, you see, in case of urban area, they produce more wastage because they mostly use packaged items, whether it may be pre-cooked food or frozen food. They all are consumed from the packet food, right? Even though when we buy milk, that is also packed in plastic packets, so they produce more waste. Okay, and even in occasions or festival or wedding, they use thermocol or plastic plates. Okay, so that is also non-biodegradable, right? So that is also not good for our environment. Then I'll tell you about rural area wastage. So people produce less waste because mostly they use natural things. Okay, so they lead a simple life with fewer demands. They do not, if they have that, so they don't buy over that. Okay, so that means with fewer demands, with less demand, they used to live their life, and they use biodegradable waste as manure for their field. After producing the waste, they use them as manure also, and they use fresh milk as they have cows or buffaloes, right? And in weddings also they use banana leaves or palm leaves for serving the food. So students, you can differentiate now the wastage of urban area and rural area, right? So now you have to decide that what you have to do, whether you have to produce less waste or more waste. Okay, so students, as you know that population is increasing day by day, and in urban area we are living a comfortable life, but we should take care of our environment as well, right? So as much as we can, we should produce less waste. Okay, so the next part I'll teach you in next video. Thank you so much.